Welcome everyone. My name is Dr. Elena Michaels, and I'm going to do a Tarot and Angel card reading for you, very spontaneous, and a guided meditation, which again will be very spontaneous, not rehearsed, not pre-written, just whatever the cards show me is the roadmap of where we're going to go in the guided meditation. So I want to welcome you all to this channel, and if you haven't already subscribed, I would be so deeply honored if you would please subscribe. We used to meet in person in a room in Valencia every week, and the room was full and everybody would lay down, be very comfortable. And then when COVID hit, I wanted to take a couple breaks until the curve flattened. Remember that? We were going to flatten the curve. And of course it went on and on and on, and a couple of years later, here we are. And so when that happened, my group asked me to continue to do it this way so they could still see it. So I do it, and I'm guided to continue to do it, and so I continue to do it. So if you have a question and you want the cards to give you an answer or clarity or direction, please write down what your question is and keep it in mind when you see the cards, because the cards will take you to a deep level of being where you can make some connections, and in your subconscious mind, certain things will bubble up and you'll have some realizations and you'll know the direction to go in. And you will be able to know exactly what to do about the situation you want to find out about. It might not happen today. It might not happen tonight. It might happen tomorrow morning when you wake up. It might happen when you're driving your car 2 days from now, but it will be planted when you keep in mind your question and you see what the cards say. The interesting thing about this is the cards tend to shift. And what that means is that if you watch the video now and you watch the cards and see what comes up now with your question, and then you watch again in a couple days or a week or 2 weeks, excuse me, you will hear and see something different. You will get different realizations, different insights. So the cards will show you something different each time you watch the video. It's interesting how that works. So something that just happened for me right now, I want to talk to you about. It's called releasing, and that's what I call it. And it means that I am releasing the energy of the day, and when that happens, I start releasing body-wise, which means that my eyes start to water. My nose might get stuffed up, which is actually running right now. My nose is running. And my throat gets a little dry and I have to clear it. My mouth gets dry, I have to drink water. I yawn a lot. Those are all releasing mechanisms for my body and mind and spirit and aura and etheric energy to release energy of the day so that I am more able to pull in what I need to share with you. Okay? So that's how that works. So this is the guided meditation and card reading for Wednesday. Let me think about this. I just spaced out on the date. Can you believe that? Okay. Wednesday the 22nd. I'm already starting to go into a trance. I forgot what day it was. Wednesday the 22nd. This is the guided meditation for Wednesday the 22nd. And so we're going to get started. I'm going to start with a God card. My nose is already running. I'm already starting to go into a trance. My eyes are starting to water. Okay, let's go to a God card. All right, sometimes I talk beforehand, but I don't really feel like doing that. And nothing is really, I'm not getting the energy that I need to do that right now. So I'm just gonna start with the cards. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna shuffle these guys. This is called the God card box. And I don't know what's gonna come up. We'll find out, won't we? I'll take this one, top one. Oh, I just did this I did this last week. I'm not going to choose this one again. Okay, here's one. This one. The one on top, okay? Minds are like parachutes. They function when open. I gotta read this, I can't really see it. The only prison we need escape from is the prison of our own minds. Oh man, boy, is that appropriate. You know, we can do so many head trips on ourselves and just buckle ourselves down. And, you know, I have a friend who actually has been here for a while and actually just left. And this is something that can happen to all of us. We start head tripping a million miles a minute. We start making up stories. And before we know it, because we're head tripping and we're not in the present moment, we start to shut our energy down. As a result, we're not as vibrant as we could be. We're not as clear as we could be. We're not as creative as we could be. And we're not as charismatic as we could be because we're shutting our energy down. Now, you don't want to shut your energy down, but your energy gets shut down when you're being critical, judgmental, dismissing of other people's talents and abilities, and when you start head tripping. When you start head tripping, you actually trip yourself up so that you shut yourself down. So try and stay in the present, people. Stay in the present moment. When you're in the present moment, you're not making up stories about the future. Unfortunately, when you make up stories about the future, a lot of times that comes to pass because in the very action of making up the stories about the future and what your fears are and what you think might be happening in the future if XYZ doesn't happen or if XYZ does happen, whatever the case may be, when you are making up stories about what you think might happen in the future and they're not what you want because they're worrisome thoughts about not so great things that might happen, what happens is when you're thinking about that, you're actually drawing the attention to you. So it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So the thing that you don't want, you end up drawing to you because you're thinking about it and you're worrying about it, and that energy pulls it to you. And then people say, well, see, I told you it was going to happen. Well, that's because you were thinking that bad outcome was going to happen. And it did happen because your thought forms and your energy kept going back to the place of the worrisome thing that you were thinking about that you didn't want to happen. As a result, it happens. So is it really worth it to do that? So then you could say, see, I told you so. I told you it was going to happen. You have to kind of let the future, not so positive possibilities fall by the wayside. Just stay focused on the present and stay focused in gratitude. When you stay focused in gratitude, you have more things to be grateful for. Now, let's go back to this card, okay? See, I don't ever have to think about what I want to talk about. I just open my mouth and it just starts happening. Okay, this says, the only prison we need to escape from is the prison of our own minds. And the back of it is, you've heard this many times, minds are like parachutes. They function best when open. So, keep your mind open, keep your options open. Stay present in the moment and stay grateful. And by doing that, your mind will stay open. When you stay grateful, your mind stays open. When you are critical, judgmental, and worried about the future and going down that rabbit hole of darkness, what happens is your energy gets really, really tight, like a tight tapestry. I've talked about this before. It's so tight, nothing can come in. No light can come in. When you're like gauze, there's more holes and the light can come in. Oh my God. So stay out of criticism, stay out of making up stories about the future that are not pleasant, the what ifs, and keep yourself open. Keep your mind open like a parachute. Keep your energy field and the fibers of your being open so that you can receive through the fabric light. It can't come through if you're tight like this. It can't come through. But if you're loose, the light can come through. And that's what you want. You want the light to come through. You want more light. Light brings vitality, health, calm, comfort, peace, happiness, joy. That's what we all want. All right. Now I'm going to go into the cards. And I have, I actually closed my office and brought everything to my house on February 6th. I have sold some furniture. I have some more I've got to get rid of. But this was in my office, and I brought all my books from my office. So I'm going to pull a card from here after I do the regular tarot cards, and we're going to see what this one is. Now, I haven't looked at these in my office in more than 3 years. That's why I let my office go. I wasn't really using it. And I didn't really need it because I'm working on the phone, so. All right, let's see what's cooking. Let's see. Get in here and shuffle the cards. Oh my gosh. Everything's running. Nose, eyes. Okay. All right. So we ask the cards to give us guidance. We ask the cards to give us direction for a question that we might have, or a dilemma we might be dealing with, or a direction we want clarification on. And while we are doing this, during this guided meditation and during the relaxing part when your eyes are closed, we are surrounded by healing white light, and nothing negative can enter into our sphere. And this healing white light continues to protect us and shower us with love and options and possibilities. So let's see what the cards show. One, the High Priestess. Two, the Five of Pentacles. And three. Ooh, this is the Sun. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside and tell you about these cards. Okay, the first card is the High Priestess. She is connected to the moon energy right here, okay? And this moon energy right here keeps her tapped into intuition. She's wearing blue, which is the color of the throat chakra, and she's carrying a scroll that says Torah. She's between a black pillar and a white pillar. They don't go, actually they're up to the ceiling right here, and they have these little things right here, okay? So these pillars are, one is black and one is white. Nothing is ever really black and white, okay? There's always shades of gray. And she's between the two, so she has pomegranates right here. Pomegranates are a symbol of feminine, and they have a lot of things that look like little eggs in them. They're little, what the pomegranate has in it. I think, what are they called, pips or something? And that is about fertility. Fertility means ability to be seeded, and S-E-E-D-E-D. And fertility, you get pregnant when you have the male seed into the female body, and the female body has all these eggs. So this is about fertility, and fertility is about being open to the wisdom of the High Priestess. She's very beautiful. She's very smart. She's got a headdress on with the moon right there. Always speak from what your guidance is telling you. That's what the blue is. Blue is your throat chakra. Actually, I'm wearing blue today. Blue is your throat chakra. So you want to always be speaking from the highest, from your throat chakra. This is where you speak. This is your throat chakra. My voice is pretty croaky right now, actually. So bear with me. There we go, the High Priestess. Okay, now the next card. These all kind of go together. This one is the Five of Pentacles. Now, Pentacles have to do with the Earth trip. They have to do with work, career, things like that. Now, this is kind of a miserable looking card because, I mean, look, he's got crutches. She's freezing and her head's down, okay? And he's looking up, he's looking at these lights. He's looking at the light coming through the church window. The church window has the Five of Pentacles. It's snowy, it's cold, it's miserable, okay? And he's got 2 bandages on his feet. He's got a sock, not even a shoe, and a bandage right here, okay? And so, what this card is about is no matter how bad things appear, her head is down, lift your head up and look to the light. The light was coming out of the window. Look through a different window. Look for the light. Look toward the light, and you will see that this miserable situation will not be as miserable because the nature of the universe has changed. So if you are miserable right now, or upset about something right now, or depressed about something right now, it can change in a heartbeat. Just look for the light. Tune into the light within. You see, the light is coming within this church window. Tune into the light within. The light within is what it is that brings the blessing. And that is the connection. The light within is where we connect. This card right here, this is a major arcana card. It has a lot of punch. Guess what? This is a major arcana card, and it has a lot of punch too. So the major arcana cards have a lot of punch. This one is the Sun. Okay, this is the 19 card, and we have a child here without any pretense, nude child with a little halo of flowers, and here's the sunflowers. Sunflowers are happy flowers. They just make you happy. And the sun is shining and all is well. The child is happy and it's on a beautiful white horse. The white horse is about the highest vibrational frequency, white, okay? So the child is riding the horse and arms out, not even holding on, having a great time. White horses mean coming from the highest. This is a red scarf right here, and that scarf actually is about being grounded and connected in the root chakra, which is a good idea to do. Be connected and grounded in the root chakra, because then whatever happens, you can just kind of stay calm, cool, and collected and just ride it out. Remembering that the nature of the universe has changed, and it's all the way you look at things. When your head is down, things don't look like you have a lot of options. But when your head is up and looking toward the light, there are choices, there are options, there are other possibilities. By looking through a different window, the other possibilities become apparent. Okay. By the way, looking down and staying in a negative space cripples you, okay? He can let go of these crutches if he stays focused right here. All right, now I'm gonna go into the angel cards, okay? So let's see what's happening here. Oh, this one just fell out. I'm just gonna use this card. Reward yourself, okay? So this card just fell out. When that happens, it's relevant. It's meaningful. So I am going to actually put these cards aside now and read you about rewarding yourself, okay? You've been given a lot of yourself lately. That could happen energetically, helping others, sacrificing yourself and being available to other people. You've been giving a lot of yourself lately, and it's time for you to receive. Make the time to reward yourself in a meaningful way. This balance of giving and receiving is essential to keeping your energy, mood, and motivation at a consistently high level. Giving and receiving. You just take. You know how people take? Those people, when you're around them, your energy, you just feel drained. You feel tired. You know, they're just taking your energy, just kind of like sucking your energy, okay? And it's time for you to reward yourself, and the balance of giving and receiving is very, very important. So those people that are takers, they're not really giving a whole lot, they're taking a whole lot. They're taking a whole lot of your energy, okay? So giving and receiving, the balance between those keeps you in that kind of infinity space where the lemniscate is. The lemniscate is a constantly moving line that actually looks similar to a sideways 8, okay? So here we go. All right, I'm going to read to you about this card from the book now. I'm starting to feel so warm right now. This happened last week too. Oh, I just feel like I have to get up and open the back door. So I'm going to do that because I am sweating. I start to get very hot sometimes when I do this. So I'm going to put this aside and I'm going to get up and go open the door. Yes, I know. Thank you very much. My alarm just let me know. I've got a talking helper here, and she lets me know when my doors are open or when someone's at the door or something like that. So she just let me know. You may have heard her tell me that my door is open. Okay. Let me read to you about the card, Reward Yourself. I actually like that. Reward Yourself. Sounds like the title of a song. Maybe I should write that song. Reward Yourself. All right, you drew this card. Well, I didn't draw it, it fell out. You drew this card showed up, let's just put it that way. Because it's time to reward yourself for all of your hard work. Everyone needs rewards, and you're no exception. A treat will boost your energy, mood, and motivation. Invest in yourself and make time for self-care today. Now, this came up a couple weeks ago, too. It's really interesting because these decks are large, and some of the cards never show up, and some show up over and over and over again. And after I have a card and I close everything up after the meditation's over and I turn the camera off, I put the cards back into the deck, not in the same place. I put them all separately and I shuffle it, and I don't just lay them on top or anything. So it's really interesting to me how the same card can come up so frequently. But I guess there's a message here. Reward yourself, people. Give yourself a much desired item, a trip, or service, and notice how your inner child blooms with joy from this loving attention. Here are some additional meanings for this card. Take the day off from work today. Splurge on a treat for yourself. Balance giving with receiving. Give some things away. You know, there are these buy nothing sites on Facebook. If you know, no matter where you live, there's like a buy nothing Santa Clarita where I live. There's a buy nothing San Fernando Valley. There's a buy nothing Beverly Hills, whatever. And people give things away. So give things away. Balance your receiving when you've been receiving with some giving. And if you're not receiving, give, and you will see you'll start to receive. Just give, 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 give. Giving is fun. Giving is fun. All right, there's a little more here, but I gotta put my glasses on to read it to you. Balance giving with receiving. Make sure that you're allowing yourself to receive. That's really important. Appreciate all that you've done. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Gratitude is the key. Gratitude is the key to blessings. If you are not grateful and you are not expressing gratitude and just thanking the powers that be every single day, then your supply might get cut off. So, gratitude is the key to the door of supply. All right, so that's reward yourself. Let's see what else is happening here. Let's go into the Indigo deck. We have some time here. And continuing to get more information, more substantiation, more clarification, more validation, more explanation. Again, surrounded by beautiful healing white light. Beautiful healing white light. As we get more information, cut the cards once, cut the cards twice, and take the card on top. Here we go. And I always shuffle a different amount. I never know where the card's gonna come from. I just hear it in my head. Shuffle again, take the card on top. So that's what I do. I just follow directions. Oh, is there 2 cards here? No, just one. Okay, here's the card right here. And it says, oh, Archangel Michael. One of my favorite guys, Archangel Michael. Wow. I have a beautiful picture of Archangel Michael. It's one of the first things I see when I open my eyes in the morning because as if I'm laying in bed right now, when I open my eyes straight ahead, I see my dresser, and above my dresser I've got Archangel Michael in a frame print and Archangel Raphael in a frame print. So they are the first guys I see first thing in the morning when I open my eyes. A couple of beautiful guys, I must say. All right, Archangel Michael. Now, one of the things I want to tell you about the archangels is, they're able to be in a lot of places at one time. It's not just all like you can't ask them to do something for you because the thing you want to ask them to do you think is minuscule because other people have bigger things that they're trying to deal with. Archangel Michael can be in many places at one time, okay? He's not bound by dimension, and he's not bound by geographic location. So you can ask him for your help in anything you want. And don't worry about taking him away from somebody else, because he can help a lot of people at the same time, okay? But I'm going to read you about Archangel Michael from this particular deck. You received this card because Archangel Michael wishes to work with you and your divine mission. He'll only work with you if you talk to him. Like all of the archangels, Michael can be with you and everyone simultaneously, what I was just saying. And he's unlimited and non-denominational. He helps anyone who asks, even if you have a life purpose to help the earth, which you do if you're an indigo. Indigos are anyone who feels like they're here for a purpose and that they are to provide a service to humanity and that is their destiny. And they believe that they are here to provide a service that enhances consciousness. Excuse me. Indigos are very, very sensitive people, often empaths. All right. As the giver of strength, Archangel Michael reminds you of your role on earth. He helps you to release fear and have a healthy level of self-confidence. Call upon him anytime you are afraid and know that you are immediately protected by the grace of heaven. Ask Archangel Michael to guide your decisions based on your purpose instead of fear. That is so important. That's kind of what I was talking about earlier when I was talking about if you were imagining things that aren't that wonderful or that feel bad or that aren't going to turn out well in the future, what you're doing is you're focusing on fear and worry. And if you do that, you're probably going to get more fear and worry. So Archangel Michael, you want to ask him to guide your decisions based on your purpose instead of fear. You want the answers based on your purpose instead of fear. And rest assured that he will lead you to your highest potential. Whenever you feel alone or afraid or vulnerable, and we all feel like that at times, allow the power of this magnificent angel to bring comfort and a sense of protection to you. That's pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Finally, this deck. Well, this is another one that just fell right out, so I'm going to go with it. I'm not even going to shuffle. You are safe. You are safe. All right, I'm going to read to you about it right now. You are safe. Okay, let's look at this card. Okay, this is Archangel Michael. Again, hello, Michael. I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and home. Well, I am glad to have you here, Michael. And I feel blessed that you are here, protecting me, my family, my lower energies, guarding me, and protecting my home. I am very grateful to you for that. And I feel blessed, and I give thanks to you for that. And I'm moving things around here because this table becomes my little mat, my map, actually, my little map, so that I know where I'm going in the guided meditation. Okay? Let's read about Archangel Michael some more from a different deck. You are safe. Let go of worries. As I am surrounding you, your loved ones, your home, and your possessions with powerful, loving light. This light repels lower energies and attracts loving experiences. See what I mean? This light repels lower energies and attracts loving experiences. Focus on this light and love instead of focusing on fear. As you'll attract the object of your focus, you focus on what you're afraid of, you're going to attract it. So focus on your purpose. Focus on light and love instead of fear. With your mind free of fear, you have additional time and energy to devote to your life's missions. You know how I told you that when you're focusing on negative things and things happening in the future that aren't so wonderful, what you do is you shut your energy down, like I talked about the tight knit tapestry. And hi, Luna, the meditation cat. Hi, honey. And so you shut yourself down from receiving. So when you're free of fear, you have additional time and energy to devote to your life mission. You are free when you are fearless. Know that you are safe at all times and that my protection is flawless. That means Michael's protection is flawless. Michael's chief role is to escort away the lower energies of fear. If you become worried or anxious, mentally ask Michael to bring you peace. You can also ask that he clear your home, office, vehicle, or community of toxic energies. After you call upon Michael, you'll likely notice a warm feeling. That's because he has a fiery warrior spirit. That's funny, because after I read the first card about Michael, that's when I said I started to feel really warm. And I got up and opened the back door, okay? So now I have the next card about Michael, and it's saying that when he's present, which he obviously is because the cards are showing up, when he's present, that there's a warm feeling, and that is exactly what happened to me. Is I started to feel really, really warm. That's because he has a fiery warrior spirit. You can ask Michael to stay with you continuously, as he's able to be with everyone who calls upon him simultaneously. And so, with that, I'm going to say, Archangel Michael, stay here with me and stay here with us as we do this guided meditation. I'm asking him to be here. Archangel Michael, be here with us and guide us and protect us in your light. Now see, this is not like a false god, because Archangel Michael, works for God. So it's all the same. But Archangel Michael is just kind of a helper, okay? So when I'm talking to the angels to protect and guide me, it's not like I have a false God. I'm talking to God, and the angels are kind of like the workers that kind of come and help us. And so with that, I was going to read this one too. This is the one from my office that I haven't used in a long time, in like 3 years. So let's see what this has to say. This is the Celestial Wisdom cards. Oh, my God. Okay. Some of these fell out. Okay. Let me shuffle these. I haven't used these in a long time because these were in my office. I'd use them in sessions. Some of the other decks I have, I used in sessions in the office too. Oh, okay, this came out. Synchronicity. All right, you know that feeling when things just kind of fall into place and it's just easy? That's when things are synchronistic, you know? It shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be like push, 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 push. You know when you're pushing for something to happen and it's not happening, you gotta just like stop and go to the next door. There's always another door that's open for you. But you can't see it when you're pushing, trying to get the one door down because your ego has created a scenario and you're hell-bent and determined to have that scenario happen. You're not allowing the higher powers, you're not allowing God to show you and unveil a step at a time what is in store for you. It's almost like you think, well, God doesn't know what he's doing because I want this and I can't make this happen over here. You're not in charge, okay? You just allow. Allowing is key. Allowing is key. All right, so actually synchronicity came up, but I think I want to see if there's something else in here too. So let's shuffle again. And I will shuffle once more and take the card on top. Oh my God. It's a blank card. It's a blank card. Wow. Let's read about this. You know, the thing about something that's blank is you can just make it whatever you want. You can write the script. Oh, you can write the script. You know, I've got so much happening here. All these things are falling apart. I'm just going to put this over here. All right, let's see what these Celestial Wisdoms cards have to say. First one that came up was synchronicity. To have the same timing, simultaneous, chronological arrangement of events. When you choose this card, we didn't choose it, it came to us. Know the divine order is in action. Use this card as a validation that unexplained events are happening to show you something important. Perhaps they confirm that you are on the right path, or they will show you to another path. Clear, sharp thinking is called for. Be aware of events and symbols that have meaning for you. Helpful coincidences can be messages for you. What are they indicating? Follow their pattern. Be aware of your subconscious thoughts and dreams. There's so much more here than meets the eye. It's often helpful to keep a journal of your experiences. When you review it later, you may be surprised at what it reveals. I was talking to somebody recently, a friend of mine in Nashville. He wanted me to do a reading for him for his birthday, which I owe him. His birthday was a couple days ago. And I did a reading for his birthday last year. It's hard for me to believe it. A year has actually gone by. So I did a reading for him last year, and he told me on the phone the other day, he said, you did a reading for me last year, and I took copious notes. He says, I just looked at it. He says, everything you said happened. That's pretty cool. I don't really do fortune telling, but what happens is when I do a reading for someone and the seeds are planted from the card reading, it just starts to grow and it starts to manifest. So it's not that I'm doing it, because I'm not. I'm just channeling the meaning of the cards to the person and whatever comes up, and then it gestates in their brain, in their subconscious mind, And if it's right, it will manifest, okay? So I'm gonna put this down and get my glasses back on again. When the timing is right, things will fall into place. Know that delays now may be appropriate. You will be in the right place at the right time. The right action is occurring. Forces greater than yourself are in motion. Trust them. For every action, there is a reaction. Hold your positive attitude firm in the midst of any negative reaction, and positive ends will result eventually. Now, this blank card is actually whatever you want to make it. What is the thing that you want? What is the one thing that you want? What do you want? What do you want? You want love, you want acceptance, you want success, you want health, you want abundance. Think about what you want. See the words written right here. See the words written right here. See the words written on the card right here. You want understanding. Whatever you want. Scary, isn't it? When you can say whatever you want and maybe it can happen. Think of this as the genie with the lamp. Just whatever you want. All right, we are going to put these aside now. Synchronicity. You know, that card's all about timing. All about timing. Everything in due time. Everything in the right time. All right, we're going to start the guided meditation. All right, see, I didn't want to talk about anything beforehand, but we had a lot to talk about with the cards. So I'm going to start the guided meditation momentarily. And so, you know, make yourself comfortable. Get your sleep mask if that's what you use. If you want to put your earbuds on, go ahead and do that. It might sound a little better if you have earbuds on. My nose is running, so I'm sufficiently going into a trance already. And we're going to begin in just a few seconds. So now we're going to begin the guided meditation. I'd like you to lie down with your back straight. Close your eyes. Now that you can shift around and make yourself comfortable. I'm going to count from 5 down to 0, and each count will allow you to relax even more than the count before. As I count from 5 down to 0, each count allows you to relax even more as you begin to let go of the worries and concerns of the day. Any regular, normal sounds that you hear and become aware of, that you recognize are everyday, normal, occurring sounds, do not distract you. They allow you to go deeper and deeper with each breath. On the count of 5, from the top of your head down over your eyes, your face, and your jaw. Relaxation begins and continues to accelerate and increase with every breath that you take. And drifting down on the count of 4, down through your shoulders and the back of your neck, and down through your arms, hands, and fingers. Oh, man. Moving down to 3. That was wild. Okay, moving down to 3 now. Going even deeper. And feeling the relaxation moving down through your upper arms and your elbows and your forearms, your hands and your fingers. See if you can become aware of the relaxation energy coming out the tips of your fingers. And continuing down to 2. And continuing down to 1. As your ankles and your feet and your toes all relax. There's a lot of bones in your toes. Allow everything in your toes to relax. And when I count from 1 down to 0, you're going to hear some tones. Allow the tones to take you deeper and deeper. Allow your consciousness to ride actually on the tones. Allow your consciousness to ride on the tones to take you deeper and deeper. Drifting from 1 down to 0. And drifting deeper. And deeper still. And drifting deeper still. Look at both sides of every situation. People see things from their own perspective. You cannot change their perspective. but you can try and see it from their viewpoint. It's not a my way is the highway kind of world. If you want harmony, you don't do that. The nature of the universe has changed. Things are always changing. When things seem hard and you're down and your head's down looking at the ground, keep the innocence of a child. Look up. Look up. I thought I just heard something over here. That's weird. Things like that happen around here. Keep the exuberance of childlike innocence and have fun. Have fun. It's not all about work and seriousness. Be free, have fun, and kind of take your guard off, take your armor off, take your false pretense off. And just allow and enjoy your life and enjoy your time. Reward yourself. Reward yourself for the work that you've done. Archangel Michael can be everywhere at the same time. Ask him for his help and his guidance. And by the way, if you see a blue light, Archangel Michael is present. If you see flashing lights, he tends to be present. And flashing blue lights, he's definitely present. Remember that you're safe. You're safe, and that's because Archangel Michael's available to you at any time. All you have to do is ask for him to come and help you and guide you and protect you. He is protecting your lower chakras, your lower energies, and guarding you so your loved ones and your home are safe. With every breath you take, allow yourself to go deeper than the time before, than the breath before. This is your opportunity to let go. Nowhere that you have to be, nothing that you have to do. Just let yourself be. This is unusual. I'm going into a pretty deep trance, and you may be as well. Take time for yourself every day to be quiet, to do nothing, to close your eyes, to listen. You can listen to one of these audios or something else, or you can listen to whatever sounds are available. Birds, quiet. Silence has a sound. Silence has a sound. But every day, if even just for a few moments, close your eyes and breathe and just exhale any stress or tension or worries or frustration. Exhale them out with every exhalation. And with every inhalation, program in calmness, confidence, and connection. You are divinely protected. Get out of your own way. Don't sabotage yourself. Allow things to flow. Allow, 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 allow. Thank you all for taking this time for yourself and joining me here on this video. I want to honor you for finding the wisdom and knowing deep within your being that this is an important thing for you to do, to take this time. I send you many blessings. And until we meet again, namaste. I see the light of God in you. ask you to see the light of God in others. And so it is. May the light shine on you, in you, through you, and from you. Until next time.